Mom
Okay.
writes, I have software here. I just learned the other day how to do it. All of the text conversations going back 5 years, I've extracted for evidence for court, and AI goes through it and counts the number of times I've been lied to, counts the number of times I've been told you're crazy, go to a psychiatrist, get evaluation. This is what they do. In order to disprove somebody, because I'm primary beneficiary, they removed mom's capacity illegally, and I'm the primary beneficiary. Anita is the only other name. Mom keeps asking Anita to remove her name from her bank account and not be her power of attorney. Anita is now saying she doesn't have capacity because Anita removed it intentionally, filing false APS reports. Now, I'm gonna tell you, listen, it's been going on 5 years. It's been flooded with false number one calls, false APS reports. And I just realized this morning what is the method they're using, why they've been dismissing, the police and APS have been dismissing my reports. I have them, that it's a formula method, very contrived, very advanced, it's a methodical, and I'm going to tell you now, please, this is very, very, very important, because this is how abuse is perpetuated in families. On a target. Mom, I listen to mom's, I have surveillance in mom's home to know what's going on, and I've been listening to that, and I figured it out. When APS go, and when we're with the therapist, she tells cops, therapists, APS, social workers, she says, I don't want to get my son into trouble. Please don't get my son into trouble. And then she says that she's been abused by me, or she's being, money is being stolen.
And your mom is saying this?
Yes. Now you have to listen to this. Very, very, very important. She says my son is loud, he yells at me, and that he gets triggered. What she doesn't say, the reason she tells them, she says I'm doing horrible things to her. She says this to the people, and they take those reports and tell people wanted to know why the social workers aren't taking my reports seriously. They're not. So this is the situation. As a judge is being handed evidence, and the defendant doesn't get to see that evidence. And the judge, just from that evidence, judges the defendant, which is me, but no, the defendant. I keep asking to know, what is it you know about it? Why aren't you telling me? They don't. And this is the method. This is the formula method that I've realized they all use. They put something in there to keep it secret. My mom's method is what Anita, they tell her to do this, and she's getting the time of her life. She plays both sides of the fence, because my family has had that since I was a baby, because she gets off on the drama. That's why she calls police every day complaining about the neighbors for 7 years. So
Your mom.
Correct. That's why they repeatedly put her on 5150 holds, and then that's why they took her capacity. That's why they're keeping her now against her will. In either Verdugo or Silverado. So she likes this whole commotion, all the drama. She feeds on it. The police, the paramedics, the social workers, she's addicted to it, and they feed her addiction intentionally to exploit it, to steal everything that she owns for themselves, to destroy her and me, remove her capacity and mine, and take everything to themselves. And then so they encourage her to frame me. How do they encourage her to frame me? to get reaction from me, which they record and they show people in order to get people biased against me, but not let me know. Why? Because she tells them, don't get my son arrested, don't get my son into trouble. So they don't tell me what they're being shown, and there's surveillance in my house that I don't know about that they have. I've seen it, her looking on her phone on surveillance and then hide it from me. So there's cameras in the home itself that they have. I've been trying to find it. But the way they do it is she has Munchausen by proxy. I'm an adult survivor of child. She's abused. Listen, she's abused my sister and my brother. I'm the only survivor. She was abusing my dad also. I have my therapist has seen me for. I have an evaluation. It tells everything. Listen to me. Listen. She knows how to abuse. They know, and this is method they all use. They know how to abuse people and make it look like the target is abusing them. It's called DARVO. Denial, reverse, victim, oppressor. She touches me. I have video of it. She looks at my penis constantly. She knows the things she's done my whole life to provoke, trigger me. She gets off on it. They encourage her to do that. But because she doesn't want them to find out when she's reporting that she's doing that, she tells them, don't get my son into trouble. Don't get arrested. So I don't get to find out that that's what she's telling them. Do you understand? So it's the judge. They all act as judges, being handed this evidence. Because I don't get to see what they're given, I can't tell them that I did that because she was doing this. Do you understand? It's the formula method. They've been at it with me for 5 years. And I just figured it out, listening to the conversations, the surveillance recordings in her house. How when she talks to family members and things, she always telling people, and when we go through therapies together, don't get my son into trouble, please, he's the only thing I have, all this stuff. But then she tells them, I'm stealing money, or I'm abusing her, or I'm yelling at her. But then she doesn't say that if you provoke someone intentionally, poking at the sword to get them react, and you record that reaction or the text, and then you show it to people. Do you understand? So this is the method. I figured it out, and it's done in a variety of ways.